Today we are starting Unit 5, Week 2. Our theme for this unit is Better Together. The three stories that you will read is The Day the Rowletts Got Their Moxie Back, Bud Not Buddy, and Musical Impressions of the Great Depression. Our study skills will be, genre is going to be historical fiction, our comprehension skill is story elements, our comprehension strategy is predictions, and our vocabulary strategy is idioms. Today, you're going to build background knowledge on adapting to changes, recognize the characteristics and text features of historical fiction, listen for a purpose, and pronounce and define our weekly reading vocabulary words. Our essential question is, how do shared experience help people adapt to change? So the photo that we are seeing is of a food kitchen line. So we need to focus on the way people can be supportive of others who are in difficult circumstances. Now, during the Great Depression, many people did not have money to buy food. They had to rely or depend on the generosity of others. Groups that supplied food were supported of the unemployment. People in lines like these may have felt lonely and afraid. Perhaps sharing the experience with others made it easier to handle. Let's watch the video for this unit.
Better together. How do shared experiences help people adapt to change? During the Great Depression of the 1930s, people in the United States had to work together to get through very hard times. Many people found themselves without jobs, homes, or food. The government created the Civilian Conservation Corps to help. The Corps put millions of men back to work restoring the nation's parks. These shared experiences helped restore pride and prosperity, brought people together, and made the United States stronger.
Let's listen to Through Thick or Thin.
Through thick and thin. When times get tough, people have to rely on each other to help them adapt to changing situations. Even small gestures can help. During the Great Depression, many businesses closed, causing widespread unemployment. In cities like this one, supportive groups gave unemployed people free soup, coffee, and donuts as they waited for work. The shared meal helped them not feel so alone. Talk about
Okay, our genre is historical fiction. So this includes events and settings which are typically of the period in which the story is set. It also includes characters who speak and act like people from a particular time and place in the past. Often includes real as well as made-up people and events. So you'll have to type in historical fiction in your interactive notebook and write everything on this bottom line in your interactive notebook. Our comprehension strategy is making a prediction. So when you make a prediction, you want to do that before and during reading, which guides readers a purpose. Good readers check their prediction and revise as necessary. Our comprehension skill is compare and contrast. So to compare and contrast characters in a story, you must review details in the text that reveal how the various characters are both similar and different. These details may include the character's thoughts, feelings, words, actions, traits, and responses to events. Characters' personalities and actions also affect the events in a story, but can also be changed by these events. So by comparing and contrasting different characters, you can better understand both the characters and the plot of the story. So you'll also need to type this in your interactive notebook that is under comprehension skills and strategy. Our vocab words this week are assume, guarantee, nominate, obviously, rely, supported, sympathy, and weakling. So assume means to take something for granted or suppose it is so. The book uses it in a sentence as Caitlin could only assume the cat broke the flower pot. Guaranteed means to make sure or certain of something. With such dark clouds approaching, Henrik can guarantee that it will rain soon. Nominate means to suggest or propose that the person be chosen, such as a candidate or an office. So the team will nominate the best candidates to run for class president. Obviously, something easily seen or understood. So the hand-knitted scarf was obviously too long for Marta's little brother. Rely. To trust or depend on someone or something. To make a basket, Calvin must rely on the skills his coaches taught him. Supportive. To provide approval, aid, or encouragement to others. The audience's supportive applause boosted Claire's energy. Sympathy. To feel and understand their troubles. So Eric's dad offers sympathy when his team lost the game. Weakling. A person who lacks physical strength. Being tired and ill in bed made Emily feel like a weakling. Next, you'll need to read the story, The Day the Rollets Got Their Moxie Back. You're gonna read about how a family comes together during a period of great hardship in the United States. When you read this story, think of the essential questions. You want to talk about ways that Ricky, Ruth, and Shirley helped each other adapt to the times, and also think about a time when others helped you adapt to a new situation, and how did that experience compare with the Rollets family? Now, to get to that story, you'll have to go to your Google Classroom, and in your assignments, it'll say how the Rowletts got their bounce back. Make sure every day you are looking at your stream. It'll tell you what assignments need to be done. Also, you'll need to look at the agenda for next week because every day it'll tell you what is due. If you have any questions, please email me so I can help you.